Hey there guys! So today I am building just a lovely little house for a family of maybe 3 or 4 depending on what the parent situation is. I made a bedroom that could either be for 2 teens or kids. Um, it's for maybe even twins if you wanted it to be for twins. But it's a girl's room, and then there's the parents' room. It is a little bit cramped when you get upstairs, but I think it works well for this house because I wanted it to be kind of a renovated older house, like an old farmhouse maybe or something. So yeah, that's kind of the idea behind this house. It is slightly jumpy at spots. My computer's been slow today, but I have been using it a lot. Also, you're going to hear my daughter in the background. Um, I have to get this recorded before this evening, so I hope you guys don't mind. She's just going to be in the background, so if you hear her, and she's just playing and watching a show. So anyway, this house was pretty fun to build. I got stumped at some of the spots, like in the living room. You'll see where I'm kind of like trying to figure out how to make it work. But in the end, I'm pretty happy with how it looks. And yeah, it's pretty cute. So off topic, for it's not related at all to this build. Yesterday we went to the county fair. It's literally right across the street from me. Then we went and walked around and looked at all the animals. There were pigs, cows, horses, sheep, goats, and the list goes on. There's chickens, and um, rabbits, and there were rides this year. A lot of the time, all the times in the past that I can remember, they didn't have rides, so this was pretty cool. My goodness, it's being really glitchy. I'm sorry, it's kind of annoying when it glitches like that, when it's jumpy. But anyway, maybe it's just on my end. Maybe it won't be jumpy in the video once it's done. It might just be my computer right now that I'm seeing it in. I don't know. Anyway, I went on the tilt-a-whirl like 3 times in a row, and yeah, the third time did me in. I was feeling a little ill, which you probably don't really want to know, but um, yeah, if you do, you guys like to go on spinning rides? If you do, let me know. Or if you can't handle them, let me know down below. Or if you're like me and you can only handle going on a ride twice before you feel like you're gonna be sick. Uh, yeah, we ended up having to go home afterwards, and I felt really bad for everyone else because my grandma came along. We kind of went just for her because she really wanted to go, and it's kind of we went before it officially opened. The rides didn't start till 5, so we left right after that. So we were there for a good 2 or 3 hours, and we're going back again tomorrow. Today's Wednesday, yesterday was Tuesday for me. You probably won't be seeing this video until later on the next week, but anyway, uh, words aren't being my friend. I'm not very good with words anyway. I don't know why. Talking makes me nervous, and thinking of words that make sense to put together can be kind of hard for me. I don't know why. It's always just kind of been that way. But yeah, if you have the same thing where it's like you're trying to talk but you can't figure out what words to use to describe what you're trying to say, let me know. Maybe I'm just the only person that has this problem. I don't know. Anyway, back to the build. I didn't know that. Okay, first this porch was giving me so many problems, so I had to like. It was making weird things with the spandrels, and I didn't know those were called spandrels until I watched Simarchy on Twitch, and she was talking about spandrels, and I was like, that's what those things are called. I never knew what to call them, and I don't think that they're titled as spandrels in the game. I'd have to look, but I don't think that they are. Anyway, this is probably one of my first times using that red brick on the outside of a house. I've used it for like the inside whenever I'm building, like as an accent wall for like an industrial build or something, but I haven't really used it in the way that I did in this, and I really liked the way it looked. So yeah. And I went ahead and skipped over placing the rooms. It takes too much time, and I didn't want to cut out other stuff in the video to keep it within a decent time limit, time span. So that's what I did there. And if you can see, well, you can't see it anymore. I just turned the thingy. Anyway, there's a little vent that I put down there for like a dryer vent. And I was like, oh, this is genius, because in real houses you always have the dryer vents on the outside of where the dryer is. So I was doing that. And then in this part, I didn't know where to put the kitchen, which I ended up switching it back and forth a few times. And the kitchen ends up being alongside the living room, and then the dining room is in that extra room with the, oh goodness, the laundry room behind it. Now, if you don't have the laundry stuff back, I don't think I used other, much other stuff in this build that's laundry. So if you don't have this pack, you could still download it. It just won't have those items, and you could replace the room with another bathroom, or maybe add a door and make it a mudroom to go into the back. I actually probably should have replaced that window and just put a door there, because I do had a backyard, which I did not show you guys the landscaping for this build, because it just takes so much time, but it is in the screenshots, so you don't have to worry about not getting to see it. If you guys want me to make the videos longer and keep the landscaping in the video, let me know, and I'll just go ahead and do that. I just don't want to, some people don't care about those things and they just want to see the actual build happen. It's a lot of words. So I am just trying to figure out what works best for us and what you guys like and what functions best for the whole thing. So let me know, because I don't mind adding it. It's just because I'm gonna put it in there anyway. I just don't want the video to be super long, and you guys be like, oh my gosh, this is dragging on forever. You know what I mean? So yeah, I wanted to put hardwood floors in this house. I was thinking dark wood would look nice, because I was going to try to keep everything else nice and light and airy. I tried to keep it pretty matchy-matchy, where each room flows into each other pretty nice. I was like, oh, I don't know if I like the kitchen being as light as it is, but I ended up changing the floors to tiles, I think. So it works out. It looks nice in the end, I think. So, oh my gosh, word. So the living room was a pain in the butt. No joke. So frustrating. I think I even deleted some of it, so you guys didn't have to watch me try to figure it all out, because it took me forever to figure out how to put it in. So I ended up going with this diagonally, and I wanted there to be more than one couch, but I was thinking, in reality, what family has, like a normal family has more than one couch? Like our family, we haven't had more than one couch since I was little. So yeah, so I went with just one couch, one chair, keep it simple, add some floral around, and a nice lamp behind the thing, so yeah, it ended up being good. I also left out the bathrooms. They're in the screenshots, but bathrooms are just kind of boring to me. They all end up being very similar. I am not very creative when it comes to bathrooms. I put the toilet, the sink, and the bathtub or shower if the bathroom even has one, and then like the toilet roll and those things in there, and that's about it. That's all that ever goes into a bathroom unless you're building like a big bathroom, which this house obviously doesn't have. So I just kept those out there in the screenshots, but they're not in the speed build. They're not that important in my mind. So if that's another thing you guys would like me to keep in the speed builds, just let me know and I will go ahead and do that and leave them in. It'll just make the video longer, basically. So yeah. If you guys didn't know how to size items up and down, they're just the bracket keys on your keyboard. Yeah, that's it. That's how you make things bigger and smaller. And then if you're also wondering how to make things go, raise things and lower things, that's just 9 and 0 on the keyboard. I think you have to have bb.moveObjects on for it to work, but other than that, that should be all that you need to use for cheats to make it work. So here's the kitchen. I was trying to keep it as a stainless steel kitchen. Fairly matchy-matchy, maybe not perfect because it's partially renovated and maybe they left some of it from the original part of the house. Like the laundry room ends up being like an older wallpaper that's kind of ugly in a way, but it's not like ugly. So I left that and I did that way because I was like, well, maybe they just haven't gone to that room. It's not like people see that room all the time. So that's what I did there in the back room, which I think I left the laundry room in the speed build, I don't remember. I did cut quite a bit out. But the video is already 18 minutes long and I didn't want it to go over 20. So I don't know. I feel like a video that's a speed build that's longer than 20 minutes just kind of goes too long. In my mind, I don't enjoy watching them if they're that long. I get bored and I end up just like fast forwarding to the screenshots. So I just try to keep it realistic in my mind. Yeah. So here's the kitchen, or kitchen, oh my gosh. Dining room. I guess I got up to go do something there. There's not much to say. I mean, it's a dining room. It's pretty basic. I honestly didn't put much effort into decorating this room. It was just like carpet down, add a couple things in the corners, and then it was going to be done. I'm pretty sure I added curtains as well. This is maybe the only room I actually put curtains on. Because when I'm thinking about upstairs, I mean, unless someone gets a ladder and to look in your window, they're not really going to be able to see much. So I didn't put curtains in the upstairs, I don't think. This house has not been player tested, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure everything works. I didn't really cram it in. It's not a tiny build. Everything should be fine and work just fine. I mean, it looks like it would. There's plenty of space for the chairs to work, and for the couch to work, and the TV and all. So yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear that horrible grinding sound, but that's my ceiling fan. And I'm sorry. It's so sorry. But it's too hot to not leave it on. It's just really hot upstairs in our house. I've been thinking about doing a my house build, but I live in a duplex, so I'm not sure how to do that. Oh my goodness. I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my grandma called me and I needed to answer it. So, I was talking about building my house. So Yeah, I live in a duplex, and would I build the neighbor's house as well because they're kind of connected, and I think it would be kind of silly looking without it. And so, do I add my house along with their house, or do I just keep it as my house? Let me know what you guys think down below because that would help me decide what to do because I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, these are the rooms. This is basically the end of the build almost once the bedrooms are built. I kept them basically. I left room for you guys if you download this to be able to add some personality to each room. I like doing that with my builds. Whenever I know someone might be downloading it and I don't actually have a family in mind. So I left it with room to add your own personality to it, but you don't have to build the whole room, you know? So you could add like extra decorations and whatnot. So, yeah. And same with the adults room. It's pretty basic. It almost looks like a stage house. If you just look at this bedroom, it looks like a staged bedroom for some reason. To me, it does. A couple flowers, the bed, the side tables, and that's basically it. And a couple pictures. So, excuse me, that is the build, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on those notifications if you want to make sure to not miss any of my upcoming content. And I will see you guys later. Bye!